You ever stare into the eyes of a squirrel and just know the under is hitting? Yeah, that's what we call intuition, baby. It's time for Chadlocks. Join Chad as he fearlessly delivers his locks with little to no research. Blind confidence and just enough charm to make you ignore the results. It's not as much about winning, but more about the process and blaming the refs or coaches when it all goes sideways. It's time to lock in.
Hey, welcome in to Chadlocks, the first NHL edition, rinkside action. I am your host, Chad Rink. Follow me on X at Chad Ochorinco. Go to fanstreamsports.com for all our great content coming out of Dallas and Tampa and here in my state of Ohio. So why NHL? I'm going to be honest with you. My last name is Rink, but I have not been a big follower of hockey growing up. I've always been baseball, basketball, football. I understand hockey. I know how it's played. I know some guys in hockey, but I just have never been diving into it like I have with the other sports. So when I started doing a betting show, you just are going to need to do different sports. I'm going to be honest. I've talked about it on this show. I'm not a great NBA bettor. I do some props. I'm not a great NBA DFS player. So I thought with the NHL, with Major League Baseball, I love home run props. So I kind of looked at hockey as like, goal scores are kind of similar to home runs where you could get some good money. It could get some big plays if you round robin. It's fun. It's that excitement, like a home run hit, a goal score. It's pretty exciting. So I thought, let me dive into NHL. It gives me something to do from football season till kind of when baseball starts up, and I can do it while baseball's going on as well. And then during the football season, during the week when football's not on. And I thought it'd be interesting to see how I would go about it, not really knowing a lot of the stuff. Like I'm still getting used to knowing who's on what lines, what the power play teams are, those types of things, where in all the other sports, I really understand the ins and outs. So I thought maybe if I just use data, how if I just went into a sport kind of blind and just use some data points that I thought were going to be kind of predictive, or, looking into predicting goals, who's going to score them. So I did this. I've done this now. Today is February 1st, 2026. So I did this. I've been doing this now for probably 3 weeks, kind of diving in. And I really like the round robin aspect of goal scoring, and also with home run props, which I will do during the baseball season here on Chadlocks on fanstreamsports.com. So I started diving into that, doing some, and I usually like the 5-man round robins, because you could 5-man round robins of 3-leg parlays is usually what I do. I don't usually try to do the 4 and 5 with them. Every now and then I will, but I try to do 3-leg parlays on a round robin, 5 guys. That gives you 10 different, I don't say probably, whatever. I can't think. I'm going live and I'm drawing a blank here. Combinations is the word I'm looking for. There's 10 combinations if you do 3-leg parlays of a 5-man round robin. So I've been doing that. Sometimes I will take 3 guys from one team, 3 from another, put them together, do some 6 legs. I did an 8-leg of just Colorado scores the other night, because I thought Colorado was in a good spot. The Avs are very good offensively. And I thought, let me pick 8 guys and just take those 8 guys, run them in a 3-man round robin. So it was a little bit more expensive than I wanted to. It was a game where it was crazy what they did. I had 8 goal scorers. None of my guys scored that night, but they went off the other night. I'm going to pull it up because, again, I'm still trying to learn this fresh in my head. Was it against I think it was against the Senators. where they had. Oh, this is so. I think it was like, anyways. They had like, I picked 8 guys. I think there's like 7 different guys scored. I picked none of them. So it just was one of those days like, well, that just happens. You're gonna have those days. And then the other day, it was probably last week, earlier this week. I had a day where I had 6 guys in a game, and 5 of the 6 hit on a 3-man round robin. So I hit quite a bit of those. And then I had another separate 5-man that I did 3-man round robins. 4 of those 5 hit. So it was a big day profit wise on that day. So it made up for the entire month. So I thought, let me just do live. And really I came in here doing live just to get a quick live stream, see how it works, get some kinks out for another show. But if I'm doing an NHL one, I need to do it live, because when the lines drop, those types of things, I can't really do it the night before, or like in football, I can do it a few days before and have it drop. So if I'm going to do NHL content, I would do it daily, and I'm going to have to do it live. So I wanted to get our first one in here, just a really shorter one, see where it worked, where I need to fill in some spots, those types of things. So tonight's game, there's like 3 games on tonight's slate. So I really liked the Vegas Golden Knights at the Anaheim Ducks game. I thought that was going to be the highest scoring game with the goaltenders that were in play, and with some of the players there. So I know the Carolina game, I think, was like 2-1, 3-1, and the Bruins game hasn't started yet today. So I took 7 guys, I believe. Yeah, 7 guys in the Vegas Anaheim game to score a goal, and I put them all in 3-man round robins, just doing 3-man legs. So I'm not doing 4, 5, 6. I just do the 3-man, and it's a little bit heftier than you would. Then I kind of like it's 35 different combinations. And I'm putting a half a unit on each one. I like the half a unit rather than a tenth of a unit. Those types of things. You can do whatever you want. You could do a quarter, that kind of thing. I just like it with that bigger hit that I had. I've got that to play with. So in the game tonight, starts at 9:30 in Anaheim. Vegas has Hill in the pipes tonight. He is not great. He is a 3.56 goals against average this year. They are away, and when he's away, he's averaging giving up just a little over 4 goals a game on the road. So I do like Anaheim's matchup. I do have 4 of their skaters, and then with Anaheim, they haven't confirmed their goal yet. Dostal should be in goal for them, but if he's not, if it's Huso or Mrazek, like, again, I'm going to get these names wrong. I'm just trying to go with data. So you can burn me if I pronounce names wrong or anything like that. I'm just trying to win some monies here. So I'll get better the more I dive into the NHL. But if either of those 2 guys are in goal, they are worse than Dostal. So I like it. I just think this is going to be the highest scoring game on the docket tonight. And that's what I'm doing when I'm doing my round robins, and also with the home run props. I look at the slate. I look at two matchups that I think, okay, this is prime for goals, or I look at teams and I look at them and go, okay, these 2-3 teams I really like, and then I kind of put them in a pool, and then I kind of sort it out. So I like to do a game environment more than trying to pick two guys from several different games to put in a round robin. Something I learned doing DFS, where it's easier in DFS to try to get 1 thing or 2 things correct than try to get 6, 7 different things correct. So if you're doing an NFL, you want correlation, but to try to get 7 guys that you think might have a huge game from 7 different or 6 different games, it's a lot harder to try to get all 6 or 7 of those right than focus in on this game and say, hey, this game looks good. I just want to focus on this game and then pull guys from that, which is why I try to do, when I do these round robins, try to pick one game, pick anywhere from 5 to 8 guys, depending on the matchups, and then just do 3-man round robins on it. So that's what I'm doing with this NHL. I may throw some other things as well, but this is strictly going to be a goal scoring NHL betting show, and it's going to be 3-man round robin. So for tonight's game, Vegas at Anaheim. On the Vegas side, the Golden Knights, I do like Eichel. He's at plus 155 to score. Hurdle at plus 215, and then Riley Smith at plus 550. Those are the guys I like. Eichel and Hurdle, they are prolific scorers. Why their odds aren't that great, so I'm taking them. Smith is one. I liked him at 550 coming in here. So those are the 3 on the Vegas side. On the Anaheim side, I'm taking Kreider. Terry's coming back off a slight injury, but he is good to go to play. I kind of like McTavish, but he's a game time, and I didn't want to put him in not knowing when or if he was going to play. But I do like McTavish tonight if he plays. But I'm taking Terry, I'm taking Trouba, and I'm taking Lacombe as well. So a couple of defensive players there for Anaheim. So those 7 guys I'm putting in 3-man round robins. So again, that's 35 combinations. If one hits, I'm gonna break even. There's a couple of them I will be a little bit light, so I'll need, like, if it's an Eichel Hurdle combination with Kreider or Terry, those will probably get me just shy of breaking even or breaking even. If 4 hit, I'm in profit in, or if there's 3 of these guys hit, like if I get a Lacombe Kreider, let me see one of these, Lacombe, Kreider, and even Terry is going to be like 405, and that would profit me there. So that's what I'm doing for tonight. I am going to throw you, since this is the first rinkside action on Chadlocks, I'm going to throw you that game as well. A little 2-leg at plus 236. I'm taking the over on goals. Obviously, if I'm taking round robins on there, I think there's going to be a lot of goals scored. I'm taking the over 6.5 at minus 120. And I'm taking the Anaheim money line at minus 118. Gives you a plus 236. I like that combination. Hill and goal is not good. I just like Anaheim's lines better than Vegas's. If they can keep Eichel in check, I think Dossel is the better goalie. And so I'll put probably a unit down on that. Nothing major, but I do like the goal scoring aspect of the NHL. So I'm going to try to bring this to you every day and just do a quick 10, 15 minute Chadlock. So I'm going live just to kind of practice to see how it looks, what went well, what didn't, what I got to work on. And then I am going to then try to do that to some of my other shows. So my brother and I, if you didn't know, have a show, March Chadness. We talk college hoops, and then we do a random bracket every week. And so when we've done 12 so far, we just recorded earlier today. We're doing a board game bracket. So that should drop later tonight or tomorrow. So you can check that out on fanstreamsports.com. You can also go to the YouTube channel, Fanstream Sports Ohio, to see that and all the previous March Chadness brackets. So we want to do a live one. We're going to do a Weird Al bracket, a Weird Al song bracket later on, and it's 64 songs, and that's just a lot for the guy that usually edits these to have to sit through on that. And we don't want to have to be quick on it because we love Weird Al. So hey, that's the game tonight, 9:30. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we at least make a little bit. If we could get a big score like it did the other night, that would be huge. I am enjoying the hockey. I've always loved watching hockey. I think it's one of the best sports to watch, both live and on TV. And there's nothing better when the playoffs hit with playoff hockey, especially overtime. I'm trying to get some of these in before the Olympics breaks. I know we're going to have a little break for the guys playing Olympics. So trying to work in this. And then as the Olympics are on, I'm really going to probably try to fine tune some data points as well, and hopefully maybe the second half of the season will be a little better for us. So hey, hope you liked it. Leave stuff in the comment, like, subscribe. It helps us out. Tell me who your favorite scorer for tonight is in that Anaheim Vegas game. And then we will see you next time on Chadlocks.
It's time to lock in.